Hello and welcome to Shama Speaks. I'm your host, Ian Leung, here alongside Austin Root, your Grand Poobah.
Thanks, Ian. Now, with the semester kicking off like a hot plate of fried taters, our very own GovBoard has 10 open co-chair positions.
That's right, and GovBoard is certainly looking to have those seats warmed with some fresh behinds. Now, the 33 current co-chairs were elected to GovBoard this past spring, and although many of them are new, Brown does expect great things from them.
In our ace co-chairship, Rachel Laney, she aspires to someday be a sexy librarian. And Nelson Williams, he hails from ancient Rome and has the disdain for plebeians to prove it.
In alumni co-chairship, Thomas Darius Williams V. His name so derived from having consumed the previous 4 Thomas Darius Williamses.
From community outreach, Morgan T. Dodson, the T stands for pterodactyl.
Our Earth, Wind, and Fire co-chairship, Helen Mittman, demanding of love and sunshine. And Heather Mytelka. This vegetarian serves as a hitman for the one called Mother Nature.
Faculty liaisons, Tyler Robbins works part-time shifts as Catwoman, and Nick Berg. Interesting fact, he has not spoken a single word in 14 years.
That might make it difficult for him to liaise the faculty.
True.
First-year liaisons, Lane Heidman, inventor of Punkstein. Ricky Short, widely known around Drury Lane as the Muffin Man. And Natasha Butler, widely known for her controversial practice of befriending first-years.
Hauntings co-chairs Matt Biondi, Patrick Steiner, and Braden Wright, often implying the threat of canceling hauntings. These 3 have a scary agenda.
The intramural co-chairs, Scott LeBeau and Jack McNamara. These gold-winning Olympic athletes truly reinvented the sport of cone ball.
Very near and dear to my heart, membership co-chair Nora Zahn. Following her predecessors, Nora will one day become Poobah and rule Brown College with an iron kneecap.
Our newsletter co-chairs, Christina Griggs. Christina sold her soul to the devil for her InDesign skills that made the Brown Yorker possible. And Elizabeth Ballou, who now temporarily goes by the alias Daniela Fernandez.
Our Panjandrum, Andrew Enix, he plans on buying himself a lifetime supply of Space Nutella.
From public relations, Alex Aberman. You know, that guy has often been deemed a 12-year-old by his peers, but in reality, he's only 9.
Yep. From social, Alex Kinsel, her social skills go off the charts, which is, of course, why she is currently the sole social chair.
And finally, from Tech Masters, Casey McKenna. She wrote an algorithm that eventually manifested itself into Brown College. Now that's all of the co-chairs on GovBoard, but we would be remiss if we didn't introduce the other officers and the Hill.
Emily Kincaid, professionally known as the Minute's Mistress, Emily heroically saved GovBoard from the depths of disorganization.
Brooke Dalby, also one of the GovBoard officers, she is responsible for recovering her broken ankle, and she carries the title Mula Mula.
Professor Melissa Thomas Hunt is Brown College principal, and she's basically the James Monroe of Brown College.
Professor Steve Plaskin. Professor Plaskin is the creator and distributor of enthusiasm in our little part of UVA.
And finally, Chris A., once awarded the title Supreme Thyroid of GovBoard.
Austin, you know, sometimes you just have to ask yourself, what is how to GovBoard?
You're absolutely right, Ian. Now, in my opinion, the best answer to what is how is GovBoard is simply this. GovBoard manages a budget to keep brownies fresh, like farmers market produce.
And with 10 open co-chair positions, we're sure to have plenty of applicants to join the esteemed ranks of GovBoard. The deadline to apply is this Saturday by midnight.
Well, that's all for this week's Shama Speaks.
Thanks for joining us, and always remember, shave your Shama
and pat your Poobah.